Now, you guys remember this book, one of the books that we study, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Thoughts are things. Okay, write that down. Thoughts are things, and powerful things at that. When mixed with definiteness of purpose and burning desire, it can be translated into riches. I'm here to tell you guys that whatever it is that you desire in this life, okay, you can have it. Who is keeping you from the ultimate greatness that is within you? Who is keeping you from being who you ultimately are? Okay, is it somebody else out there, right? It's you, right? And who is also, so we already know our biggest ally and our biggest enemy is within, okay? The little self and the big self. Now, Earl Nightingale put it this way: you become what you think about most of the time. You become what you think about most of the time. That's Earl Nightingale. Now, how does this apply to you? I shared my own story, but you too have quantum experiences. And I want you to think about right now that those things that you've overcome in life, those quantum experiences that you've had, you too have had quantum experiences, haven't you? So I want you to think right now, you too have had those quantum experiences. It may not have been life or death. You may not have had to save your life by visualization, but I have. Okay. And I took that. People have asked me all the time, man, how did you start your first company when you were 19 years old? Okay. How did you actually quit your job and never take a W-2 again at the age of 23? How did you how did you buy a 6,000 square foot home at the age of 26? Okay. On 10 acres. How did you at the age of 29 make $2 million? Or how were you making $150,000 a month at the age of 29 years old? People ask me all that all the time. Well, it's because I learned at 18 years old, when I almost lost my life, that there are things that we can do that go beyond. I mean, they get into the woo-woo and the weird, and people can call me that all day. Man, this guy's weird. I'll tell you what, it's manifested a lot of success in my life, okay? And it works, okay? And Uncle Knolly has pledged himself to teach you everything that works. I'm not going to bring you anything that doesn't work. I'm going to bring you what works. Okay, so think about it. You too have had quantum experiences, haven't you? You've had times in your life where you can see there's this unseen hand that's been guiding your steps. Now, what if you could make your entire life one where you played at the quantum level? Think about that for a minute. No feast or famine, all good things. What if your life could be one miracle after another? We all know people that says, man, it's like I have a black cloud over me. Everything I do seems to be wrong. You've run across people like that, right? Maybe you've been one of them at one time, okay? But what if your life could be one miracle after another? Every single day you wake up and it's like a miracle. Wait a minute. You mean I'm in Orlando, Florida? You mean I'm sitting at my boy's house and I'm enjoying, I've got a great place to do, my Zoom call with my, and everything just opens up to you, one thing after another. What if you could be like Rebecca Wooten, right? That she listed a house in a neighborhood. Next thing you know, she made a post. She got 4 more listings from that one listing. And many of you have told me that as you start to apply this stuff, you're starting to see miracles come from almost seems like nowhere, okay? Where they're coming from the quantum field, okay? Now, when this happens for you, all of life becomes easy and fun. All of life becomes easy. I've heard people say, man, life is a struggle. Life is hard. Yes, it is, if that's what you choose. I won't dispute that. Man, life is hard. Oh, it's a hard life. Yes, it is. Right? Either way, you're right. Okay, you say it, you think you can or you think you can't. Either way, you're right. Okay, that's Henry Ford. So what I want you to write this down. I want you to write this down. I choose to make it fun and easy. I choose to make it fun and easy. I choose to make it fun and easy. And I got to tell you, something I learned early on is if this was really life or death for you, you would already be successful. Okay? When I had to save my life through visualization, I put no judgment on it. And a lot of people put judgment on this. The home I was raised in, they would put a lot of judgment on the stuff I'm teaching you guys, even though it's biblical. Okay. But I don't put any judgment on it. Why? Because I know it works. It's the quantum field is where God lives. Okay. And that's where we want to be.